independent associate since 2006. She was the former business owner of a tax and bookkeeping service for 16 years. Okay, listen up. Oldest of 7 kids. Oh my gosh. She's married to Dawn for 30 years. She helps care for both of their moms. She's got a big heart. She offers the best in-class identity theft protection for families and as a voluntary employee benefit. So I want to tell you a little quick story of why I hired her company. A couple months ago, I started receiving credit cards in the mail that I did not apply for. Oh. And rejection letters saying, you're applying for too many credit cards at once, you don't get them. And I was like, I didn't apply for any of them. So I realized somebody was using my identity. Very scary feeling, very intrusive. So I called all the cards that I heard from first and then reached out to Angela. She got me signed up very quickly. And now I have this overseeing force, and they give me alerts to check out something, and I love it. It's not only on social media, but credit reports, and my credit cards, and my also my banks, and the money I have in the bank. So protect yourself, get Angela on board. So now I'm going to introduce her and let her take it from here. Angela Mutchler.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much for the kind introduction and the wonderful testimony. I'm so happy to be able to be of assistance to you, Trina. So good morning, everyone. As you see here, some of the facts. I have some family pictures, some like those. The oldest of 7 up at the top, believe it or not, the fun fact is there are 37 years between me and the baby. So that's the whole family, including my husband, because I already was married and had a stepson at the time. My mom's up on the right, and then my mother-in-law down at the bottom here. And some of the things I enjoy cooking and building cars. I used to do that with my dad a lot, and traveling. So, oh yes, I need to be the one moving the slide forward here. Let's give this a whirl. Oh. Okay. Hey, dog. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys know, hey, did you know that it's Identity Theft Awareness Week? Yes, but a lot of times people don't want to think about it. Why? Because, you know, it's scary. And so but if you look over here on the right-hand side, there's a huge digital footprint that we are making, and many of us are at risk. And with the increase of, let me just take a deep breath. With the increase of activity that also makes us more vulnerable, but also with the internet scams that have been up over 400% since COVID. So we see that the cost is really going to be affecting people moving forward. So the risk will continue. Okay, sorry, I haven't done this before. Whew. All right, we'll get used to it. Okay, so we can't forget data breaches. Data breaches have been on the uptick, and here's one that's absolutely huge with Yahoo. Again, there's a risk. A lot of people are going to be affected, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and educate you a little bit about identity theft. It's more than credit. And anybody here ever experienced these other types of identity theft? You could raise your hand maybe, or maybe you know someone. You know, the first one here, character or criminal. Many people tell me, oh, you know, I have coverage at my bank, or I have credit monitoring. But really, is that enough? Is that going to help them when they get arrested for the crime they didn't commit? In fact, I had a client that came to me where she actually had been a victim and was arrested for grand theft auto, and it wasn't her situation. So it's really scary. We know about unemployment, IRS, refunds not coming, medical. That can be very scary because folks can get their blood changed, their medication changed, and of course people are using their good health care in order to be able to get surgeries done, and they get the bill. Financial, we know a lot about that one, right? Driver's license, we know when kids were in school, they got fake IDs. We now know that criminals use those fake IDs as well for our detriment. And then minor children, this is a biggie. A lot of people don't think about children, but actually we find out until something happens. In fact, I had a client that came up and said, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I got this service because I found out that my 13-year-old daughter owned a home in another state and was defaulting on that loan. So if you became a victim of identity theft today, what would you do? Well, the great thing is our members can have peace of mind, as Trina so well attested to. We are a company that's been around for a long time. We've been around for 20 years. We won many, many awards several years in a row regarding security and restoration. We actually have a white glove service for our members. What do? We actually start with monitoring. Early detection is the best thing to do, right? With anything. So we monitor everything, and majority of the items here can be detected 90 days before it ends up on a credit report. And to all honesty, many things never end up on a credit report, but a person can become a victim. So we're very proactive in addition to the financial as well. This is the big differentiator. We have licensed fraud investigators that do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to bring our members back to pre-theft status. This gives them comfort and peace of mind knowing that they don't have to do it alone. And here's the process here. You can take a look. We get an alert either from a phone or email. They're able to contact that licensed investigator. They have a one-on-one connection with them, knowing that they don't have to go about it alone. They have somebody by their side and with them. And actually, they do the majority of the work after they sign that limited power of attorney. And then they restore that fraud back to pre-theft status so they can live free and feel better in life. We also provide some proactive tools to, as we were talking about, being on the internet a lot puts us at risk. Well, now we have a VP1 that is actually bank grade that can help Wi-Fi. Instead of using the risky Wi-Fi, we can go ahead and click that on and actually use that to protect people from infiltrating our information and sharing something that we really don't want to risk them having. Also, a password manager is very high grade as well, and it goes across all your devices to be able to make sure that we don't use anything that someone can hack. So in a nutshell, this is what we do. You know, we have monitoring. Yes, we have licensed fraud investigators, which is the biggest thing. We have that $1 million insurance policy. So should someone be a victim, any losses that they incur, such as, you know, work-related or even legal, or those finances that were maybe transferred illegally out of a fund, if we can't get them back, that policy will kick in. So we cover up to 10 dependents and 26, up to age 26, and we also provide the tech package with Trend Micro. I cannot believe this time went by so fast, but I want to thank you very much for your attention and listening. Take care.